The Kenya Kwanza Alliance has moved to stop the possible collapse of the bipartisan talks 5 days after Azimio La Umoja withdrew from the talks for 7 days, citing irreconcilable differences.
Well, the ruling coalition is proposing a raft of measures to be taken to ensure the talks resume. In a letter addressed to the Azimio bipartisan talks chairperson, Otiende Amollo, by his co-chairperson, George Murugara, the Kenya Kwanza proposes that the committee writes to this election panel requesting them to halt the process for about 21 to 30 days.
In a bid to stop the total collapse of the talks and ahead of the lapse of the 7 days ultimatum from the Azimio La Umoja coalition, the ruling Kenya Kwanza Alliance has now agreed to implement some of the issues to enable the talks move forward. In a letter addressed to the Azimio bipartisan talks chairperson Otiende Amollo by his Kenya Kwanza counterpart, George Murugara, dated May 28, 2023, Kenya Kwanza has proposed that the joint co-chairpersons write to the IEBC selection panel, requesting them to stop the process between 21 to 30 days. On preserving the IEBC's presidential election servers, which Azimio has demanded, Kenya Kwanza argues that a legally ordained interim measure exists to preserve the servers until August 15, 2025, and that for abundance of caution, Murugara says he's willing to co-author a letter to the IEBC, reminding them of their legal obligation to preserve the presidential election servers and the data contained therein to facilitate any requirement for inspection. Having proposed the way forward on the two issues raised by the opposition, the Kenya Kwanza chairperson has invited Otiende for a meeting on Monday at 2 p.m. to discuss and write the required letter so that the talks can continue. Azimio had on Wednesday last week issued an ultimatum to the government to declare their commitment to implement the interim concerns, failure to which the talks will be considered collapsed and the opposition will meet to chart a new way forward.